Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like... Big chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Eto'o clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. That's a throw. Delivered low. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence. He could fill in and cover for any position as required, and he had the intelligence to be able to put it all together.
He really does have it all. Thuram. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Bellingham really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Now it's Bellingham, and he was alert to it. No, that's been intercepted. Gullit, renowned for his long-range shooting. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Bellingham. Still goalless. Rummenigge. And it's Gullit. Bellingham touches it back. Bellingham! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Bellingham is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. It's a pretty loose pass.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Not the most accurate pass. And here's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? That's an excellent... Tries a shot! They've scored! And it's Iraq who take the lead. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So the first moment of real significance
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Pullet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Shoots! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Iraq are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Little pass back. Nicely shaped ball. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Now it's Mbappe. Pirlo. Bellingham. It's a good spell of possession, this.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Pullet can be a real threat inside the box. Now it's Eto'o. Eto'o charging forward, the ball at his feet. So, a temporary halt to the action. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. There's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitution on the field, number 23, Mbappe.
So the action resumes.
Number 10.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Madrid do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, important interception. Bellingham does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Now it's Mbappe. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That's a shade optimistic. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Iraq appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Vieira. Searching pass he's played there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's played in low. Rummenigge being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into a
And a chance! And no mistake! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Substitution on the field. Number 11. Karl-Heinz
So
Rummenigge.
changes afoot here, and
Number
from both
22,
sides.
Pirlo.
Madrid cut
Coming
their
on the
deficit
field,
and look
number
raring to go
15,
again.
Well, there's a
Suarez.
real sense that the
Number
momentum
8,
has shifted here, Peter,
Matthew.
and the crowd are reacting to that
Substitutions
now.
taking place.
Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Nicked it back promptly. Nedved did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Nesta. Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Bellingham.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And Messi! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Pass somewhat off target. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now there's a fine ball. And this is Eta. Takes a shot! Bellingham. 2 minutes to be added on. Knocks it into space. And the through ball. Guardiola. Bellingham deals with that comfortably. And that will be it. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
Please make sure to
How would
watch
you
the
summarise
screen
what
for
we've
an
seen today then, Jim?
information
Well,
bulletin from the
Peter,
regional
I
police
really
department.
couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Portugal.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. Cruyff produces a cross, and he's heaved it away. It's Pirlo! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Portugal with the corner, they're first. And that has been cleared. And it's made its way to him. And now they can spring out of defence. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders. And he shoots! Pull it. And the counter is on. And it's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. And he is deftly away. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, cracking ball. Eto'o! Sensational from Eto'o! He's got himself an absolute peach.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Portugal have broken through. It's 1-0. It's Eto'o! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And this is Cruyff. Portugal very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Always onto this. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Approaching the half-hour mark. Bellingham. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Mbappe. Pull it. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Vieira. Bellingham. And it's Cruyff. Some really good ball movement.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Pull it. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's through here. Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should...
Great chance! It's fallen kindly here. Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Just a quick request.
So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 18, Johan Cruyff.
Iraq
Coming on the
get
field
the ball rolling
is
in the second half.
Number 10, Nedved.
Bellingham. Pull it. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Portugal do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And it's Eto'o. Nedved. Eto'o, never out of the action for very long. Cruyff. To Guardiola. Cruyff. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Guardiola. Cruyff has created one goal already. Bellingham. Rummenigge currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
This is a promising build-up.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
They played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
And it's Eto'o. Well, that looks a decent ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Bellingham. Bellingham! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Bellingham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Pirlo standing over it. And it's hoisted clear. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Iraq are looking to go forward now. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Pirlo conjures time and space where few can. Into the last quarter of an hour. Look at the space here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Threads one in. Maldini. Gullit making good progress. Now it's Mbappe. He has found the way through. Brilliantly cut out. Big chance! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 2, Peeler. Number 7, Bellingham. Coming on the field, number 15, Suarez. Number 20, Seedorf.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Guardiola really struggling to influence the game.
There will be one.
Look, he could do with someone
time.
else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
He's going for goal! Oh, that could be pivotal! Oh, that has got to be it!